It's the first time that you're in a different country, you're alone, the place looks a bit scary, but you went out and came back like just before midnight type of thing, you know, kind of like asking for it lah, a bit stupid lah, you know. So I was like okay, and then you know, because she went back to her own house, and then I was like carried my groceries up, and I was like everything was still, I was okay, because it's a very like I said, it's a nice little apartment, you know. So but then, you know, it started to creep in. You feel a bit like, okay, the thing is I'm always surrounded by people, and then suddenly I'm alone. I'm like, okay, this is a bit scary. So I called another one of my quirkies who's in Malaysia. So the thing is, the fun part is because this particular quirky has got the ability to kind of like see the things that we normal, I mean mere mortals cannot see. She has like this gift,
third eye.
Yeah, you know. So the thing is, I was scared, so I called her, was like, please help me out, you know, I cannot sleep. So she was like, okay lah, fine, you know. So I was like, can we just like video call so that I can see your face, you know, you just put right beside my bed, you know, so that you can help accompany me sleep, type of thing. So the first night I didn't even switch off the lights. You know, so I just put my things away, was just talking to her, and then suddenly, you know, it's like I just fell asleep and it was still fine. So and then the nights after, it's like as if you know, the thing is I would wake up with nightmares, number one, every night. It's very, very interesting. At least 2-3 times
every night. 2-3 times a nightmare.
Yeah, you know. And I would wake up like sweating, like drenched in sweat. I was like, shit man, this place.
Do you remember what kind of nightmares they were?
Yeah, it's like you know, there's something after you, you know, running away from a dog or something, you know, so always running away. And one of the nights, I think even the bed was shaking, you know. I was like, so I mean, naturally for me, when I feel scared like that, I'm like, I would get up and just pray as usual lah, you know. So it's like read a bit of Quran and things like that, and I would go back to sleep, and then I would get the nightmare again, and then repeat the whole cycle. So usually I would end up like 7 o'clock already out of the door to go to the office, the first one to arrive, because I cannot sleep anyway.
Oh my God.
Wait, so
it must be so exhausting.
The bed shaking was an actual thing?
I think she said it's a nightmare.
Yeah,
But
so it's
maybe.
like you know, maybe, I don't know, but it feels really real.
Right.
Yeah, so a lot of challenges, which was very, very interesting, very unique to me. The challenges that I faced being there alone. Second night that I was there, just right after arriving at home, and then I was just about to again pray Maghrib, the alarm went off. You know, there was like a big ring, and then the lights poof just went out, and I think I'm on the 17th floor. So the thing is, my house is like there are small little alleys of houses. So that floor has got the, you know, the right side of the floor is full of residences. So the thing is, I think you know, the alley, so-called alleyway, or the aisle where my apartment is at, is all Airbnbs. Yeah, so mine is right at the end. So I have no neighbors, absolutely nothing, except for the weekends when there are like I think people throw rages a lot. I would wake up in the morning like smelling of alcohol just outside my door.
Oh,
so your unit, your Airbnb was at the corner.
Yeah.
Right at the end. You know what they say about that, right? They say usually, I mean, this is my experience, they say that usually when you are in a corner unit, and it's further away from the places, that's the places that where things are a little bit more correct.
this is a corner unit.
No, yeah, I know. But especially in hotels.
Right.
Corner units, yeah, okay.
Because it happened to me.
Right. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so but lucky for me when that happened, so apparently that was like a small earthquake apparently.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, so it's very convenient for me to go down the stairs, 17 flights of stairs, total darkness with the phone and all, but dah lah dengan the kind semayang and everything
yeah.
kan. So
Wow.
when I came down, they were like, oh my god, what's that? I'm like, stupid lah, I'm human lah, crazy. The thing is, you look like hantu. I'm like,
Oh, because
okay.
you're in
You're
Telukul.
Telukul.
yeah lah, very interesting experience lah.
Right.
Like the hantu thing, and then it's nearby. So the funny thing is, when I came back, this quirky of mine was like she asked me, so Kak Muna, how's your experience in living in Bandung? So because after the first night was like, I had to kind of like be independent and kind of like learn to live on my own, so she's not going to be there every night to accompany me over video call just to sleep, right? Yeah, so
Give her a raise. I mean,
I just told her, the thing is, I think you get used to it. Yeah, so I mean, when I get scared, if I sleep, I need to switch off the lights.
Yeah.
But then if I get scared, sometimes I would switch it on. Yeah, and then I was like, I just asked her, like, why did you ask? And she was like, man, that house is so full of things. I was like, but I didn't want to tell you earlier because I didn't want to scare you, then you want to.
it's like,
You mean your
okay.
friend that was on the phone with
She
you?
felt it.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's because we had the camera on, so she was like, the house was full of macam-macam benda.
She
the
could see it.
creatures. Yeah, she could see.
Oh my god, she's on the call. These things in the background.
Yeah, and then she was like, so
man.
she was like, it was on the ceiling lah, apa lah. I was like, seriously.
Ceiling.
Yeah, and then it was like, she was saying, I mean, the thing is, she sees.
Yeah.
She was like, it was looking at me, it was looking at you, it was from the ceiling looking down at you, and I'm like,
That's freaky.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's creepy.
Did she say what they looked like?
I mean, I didn't want to ask her, so the thing is, I used to be a big horror story fan.
Okay.
I used to go all out, like your Anne Rice, Stephen King, all of these things. I have it full, like Vampire Diaries, all these stupid things. So I have it all in my head still. Yeah, so I don't need to add more color to my nightmare.
I mean, it's fair. It's fair.